For the purpose of renovating this school, 6 key learning spaces have been identified for modification. The 6 key learning spaces are the personal learning space, the classroom and the school, beyond the classroom, the group, collaborative and cooperative space, the liminal space, and the E-space. Our focus is on the impact each of these spaces has on teachers and students, and ways we can enhance these spaces to optimise their effectiveness for the members of our school community. The personal learning space is an intangible space that each of us occupies as a learner. It is the capacity each of us has to be self-directed learners who believe in our own learning ability, our capacity to reflect on how well we are learning, and plan new directions for improving the way we learn. As teachers, we have the opportunity to model lifelong learning for our students and demonstrate that hard work leads to success. The challenge is to help students use their imaginations to create valuable projects, to believe in their own ability to learn successfully, and to reflect on what worked well and what could be improved in their learning process. When students feel they have control over what they are learning, they are more engaged with the learning process. Teachers can help students understand that worthwhile learning takes time and hard work. We can enhance the personal learning space by focusing on the inquiry model of learning, by offering students choice in what they learn, by grouping students of mixed ability to set up mentor-learner relationships, and by providing students with challenges so that they gain a sense of mastery when they learn successfully. For many students, the classroom is like a second home, and their teacher and classmates are like a second family. It is important that students feel comfortable in their learning environment. For this to occur, students need to have some input into the design of the indoor and outdoor spaces they inhabit. Schools provide their local community with a place for teachers and students to interact with each other face-to-face and to share resources. The challenge is meeting the needs of a diverse group of learners. Open learning spaces are great for fostering collaborative teaching behaviours between teachers and facilitating group work for students, though noise levels need to be managed. Single-space classrooms can be used when quiet, reflective, or individual learning is occurring. Schools give students the opportunity to participate in a range of learning activities and interact socially with other learners. Well-designed learning spaces can enhance student well-being, increase enjoyment of learning, improve academic results, and increase attendance and engagement with learning. Students need great learning spaces that help focus their attention to be available in their local community. The classroom and school environment can be enhanced by providing buildings with large windows to provide natural light and a view to natural spaces. Students' preferences for the design of indoor and outdoor spaces need to be considered. Uncluttered spaces with anchor charts to focus student attention can be useful. The additional element of time also needs to be considered. Scheduling frequent brain breaks for students is beneficial for student learning and well-being. Incursions and excursions give students the opportunity to engage in experiential learning and help make real-world links with the learning that is occurring in the classroom. Moving beyond the classroom for learning is very exciting for students, and we may never know the impact these experiences have on students' lives. Incursions and excursions are a great way for teachers to bring learning alive for students, in spite of the challenges of planning activities, of permission notes, of medical considerations, transport, uniforms, and lunches. Students gain new perspectives from incursions and excursions, and they have the opportunity to experience a mini adventure. Students are often challenged by unfamiliar environments, and they have the opportunity to be transformed by new understandings. It is beneficial for schools to make links with the wider community, visiting local places of interest and inviting local artists and experts to visit students to share their expertise. It is important to prepare students well before incursions and excursions and to follow up with additional classroom learning afterwards to make the most of the learning experiences. According to Slavin, cooperative learning has been suggested as the solution for a wide array of educational problems. It is often cited as a means of emphasizing thinking skills and increasing higher order learning, as an alternative to ability grouping, remediation, or special education, as a means of improving race relations, and as a way to prepare students for an increasingly collaborative workforce. Cooperative learning works best when students are placed in mixed ability groupings, where students work together to ensure all members of the group have achieved their individual learning goals, rather than each individual contributing some skill or knowledge to a group project. Cooperative learning can increase academic performance and improve student relationships if implemented and monitored effectively. Teachers require training in how to best incorporate cooperative learning into their classrooms. According to Land, Meyer and Bailey, all journeys begin with leaving that familiar space and crossing over into the riskier space beyond the threshold. The liminal space occurs when we move from the comfort of what we already know into the unknown as we journey toward new skills and understandings. It can be a time of discomfort, but it is important to embrace the challenges we encounter for transformation to occur. As lifelong learners, teachers occupy the liminal space along with their students, learning together as we journey through education. Students will experience discomfort as they move from what they already know into the unknown, but as they master new skills and their understandings are transformed, they gain confidence in themselves as learners. Teachers can support their students to understand that through the challenges and discomfort, transformational learning is occurring. Students are surrounded by technology, and educators have a responsibility to help them keep pace with the rapid advancements that are occurring, while at the same time teach students to use technology in a way that is personally and socially responsible. The electronic space gives teachers and students access to a vast amount of information. The eSpace allows teachers to connect with their students and to connect with other teachers around the world. Teachers are also able to store digital versions of their students' learning portfolios. Teachers need to ensure all students' learning needs are met while using technology. Technology provides students with amazing opportunities, but it is important that a balance is achieved between real-world learning experiences and virtual learning experiences. The eSpace can be enhanced by making class lesson resources available to students online and by setting up class social media accounts to teach students to use technology responsibly. The school could also set up a group to determine the educational benefits of programs to be used in the classroom. While these 6 key learning spaces have all been considered separately, it is important to note that there is an interconnectedness and continual interplay between them all.